Their notion of the Armenian people was very superficial. They don't understand us well, and they have never understood us well. Just like they thought that the Armenian people were a finished people in 1921, they still think that the Armenian people are a finished people who can only exist as a Russian province or as a Turkish vilayet. I think they were surprised that in just 1 year, the Armenian people managed to mark the first year following the tragedy of the Armenian people in such an organized and dignified manner, and to specifically target one of the people who were responsible for the tragedy and who is based in Yerevan. They are considered propagandists, and they succeed with their propaganda. For example, they say, today Russian peacekeepers are ensuring your security, and when they address the representatives of the National Democratic Axis, they ask where were the Western forces during the war and why didn't they help the Armenian people? They have a myth that they are saviors, and they constantly nourish the Armenian people, whom they consider a people who have undergone many sufferings, with the story that the Armenian people have undergone many sufferings, that they have always saved the Armenian people and saved them again this time, and that the Armenian people are not grateful for this, etc. You know what? When you supply a lethal weapon to the enemy for many years, and you are actually the main supplier of the lethal weapon to that enemy from which you will supposedly save the people, it clearly shows what kind of a game you are playing. I just brought this example, and this has been the case from time to time. The act of supplying that lethal weapon began with the salvation of Turkey when Lenin gave Kemal weapons which were pointed at Armenia supposedly to fight against imperialism. And now they are pointed at supposedly Soros, but they are being used against the Armenian people, not against Soros, imperialism, or the Entente. The Armenian people are the ones who mainly suffer from this. The Armenian people know their interests, and they know who their friends and enemies are. The Armenian people also know that they will be the only saviors when they get rid of the clutter in their heads, so to speak. Mr. Chukazyan, for instance, they consider the National Democratic Axis a very extremist force and are surprised that people can actually join this force in general. And they even consider the leaders of the force as Turkey's agents. Isn't there a fear that this may have an impact in any case and the people will turn away? I think it will be exactly the opposite. The same thing happened in the beginning of the Artsakh movement when the Armenians were referred to as extremists, after which the Armenians got a better understanding of their friends and enemies. And the Armenians gathered, became mobilized, and managed to provide a temporary solution to the issue through steps and actions that were the right steps and actions to take, at least in that period. Unfortunately, there were strategic and political mistakes, and the empire managed to gear the movement in the wrong direction through its colonial structures and secret services. But I believe that during the past 30 years, the Armenian people gained wisdom, became more politically established as a people. Our people understand all this, and they will not make the same mistake a second time.
Բաժանորդագրվեք Ազգային-Ժողովրդավարական Բևեռի YouTube-յան ալիքին։